This video is brought to you by ncix.com. Great technology, selection, and service. With holidays right around the corner, we have a new GPU release from AMD, the 380X. Now, this card is very interesting because it catches up with AMD's latest features like FreeSync, VSR, and frame rate target control, full DX12 and Vulkan support, and it aims to fill the price gap between the R9 380 and the R9 390, being released at $230 for the reference models and all the way up to $260 for the overclocked fancier edition. So this price bracket may seem attractive at first, but the higher performing models are approaching the pricing floor of the R9 390 and the GTX 970 that seem to offer better price to performance value. The R9 380X is based on a fully enabled Antiqua XT core with 2048 stream processors, 4GB of GDDR5 memory on a 256-bit bus, and specs wise it's almost identical to the R9 280X, but with a much lower power envelope. The Sapphire NITRO R9 is the card that we have today. This is the overclocked card with up to 1040 MHz on the core from the factory. It comes with a sexy aluminum backplate, although I only wish that the model stickers were not so intrusive being on there, but other than that, this is one good looking GPU. I absolutely love the new Sapphire design that is slightly taller than usual, but it's still a 2-slot design that measures at 9.5 inches or 24 centimeters. The dual fan heatsink combined with large copper heat pipes at the bottom and added efficiency of the core allows the card to remain completely silent as fans stop spinning when on idle. And during load, the NITRO R9 is one of the quietest cards in our testing stack, with temperatures at load hovering around high 60s Celsius. The card requires two 6-pin power connections that plays out to be a little bit more power efficient than the previous generation Tahiti XT core, but still far more power hungry than the competing lower end GTX 960. The I/O consists of a single display port, HDMI 1.4a, and 2 DVI outputs. And so based on the specs and the price target, it's quite clear that the new 380X is not only ready to dominate 1080p gaming, but acts as a solid entry into 1440p resolutions as well. So get comfortable and let's see how well the NITRO R9 performs, starting with 1080p. Now keep in mind when looking at these numbers that we do these tests at ultra and the highest settings possible to throw the cards into the most demanding situations. So be mindful of the fact that 60 FPS may not appear on the graph, but it is totally achievable with a few settings toned down. Getting into 1440p benchmarks, and a similar trend occurs with a pretty substantial gap between the 380X and the competing GTX 960, while remaining far below the capabilities of the R9 390 and the GTX 970. So performance-wise, it fits in that exact spot, which isn't yet tapped by the competition, and that's perhaps on purpose to separate the enthusiast-level cards versus the more wallet-friendly options. And so where does it leave us with the 380X? Well, on the one hand, its new feature set, power efficiency, and performance leaves us satisfied. But on the other hand, the discussion of value is an important one to have, as the just so slightly more expensive options deliver much better performance. So I think the fate of the 380X release will largely depend on holiday deals and if customers can feel that the value is there, which it is for the reference clocked but custom cooled models. So what do you guys think of this 380X release based on the numbers you saw today? And if you're in the market for a new GPU, does the 380X appeal to you in any shape or form? You know where to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this review. This is Dmitry with Canucks. Make sure to go 1440p on that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.